You already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes and super violate that like button. It don't cost you nothing to hit that like button. Shall we begin? Shall we begin?
Isaiah Chance should be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole or death. We, the jury, finds Isaiah Chance should be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Dated this 15th day of May, 2026, in Hillsborough County, Florida. Miss C.S., foreperson of the jury. Defendant Sean Gathright, verdict form, penalty phase. We, the jury, have unanimously found the state proved one or more aggravating factors. Each of us has considered whether one or more of the mitigating circumstances exist. Each of us has weighed whether the proven aggravating factors are sufficient and whether the proven aggravating factors outweigh any proven mitigating circumstances. We have further considered whether Sean Gathright should be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole or death. We, the jury, find Sean Gathright should be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Dated this 15th day of May, 2026, in Hillsborough County, Florida. C.S., foreperson of the jury. Defendant Rashad Murphy, verdict form, penalty phase. We, the jury, unanimously find the state proved beyond a reasonable doubt that Rashad Murphy committed the homicide in a cold, calculated, and premeditated manner without any pretense of moral or legal justification. Yes. We, the jury, have unanimously found the state proved one or more of the aggravating factors. Each of us has considered whether one or more mitigating circumstances exist. Each of us has weighed whether the proven aggravating factors are sufficient and whether the proven aggravating factors outweigh any proven mitigating circumstances. We have further considered whether Rashad Murphy should be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole or death. We, the jury, find Rashad Murphy should be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Dated this 15th day of May, 2026, in Hillsborough County, Florida. C.S., foreperson of the jury. Defendant Davion Murphy. We, the jury, find Davion Murphy should be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Dated this 15th day of May, 2026, C.S., foreperson of the jury.
You know, I got to keep it all the way real. A part of me feels sorry for these four brothers getting life in jail. And a part of me feels like they deserve every bit of time that they got. I'm going to explain both sides to you. See, I know what it's like to grow up angry. To live a life where the abuse mentally messed you up. Then you hit the streets and you got to learn how to survive the streets. No matter whether your mother told you the streets was wrong and how she raised you, there was things that was done to your parents that damaged them. And in return, there was things that damaged them that turned around and they damaged you. That's just the fact of life. A lot of dudes don't like to sit up there and talk bad about their mothers. But when you hear dudes running around bragging about, I was outside, I was busting my gun at 15. That means your mother was a failure, my nigga. And if you had your father in your life and your mother in your life and you was busting your gun at 15 years old, that means your mother and your father was a failure, my nigga. What are we talking about? Hurt people hurt people. The fact of the matter is, our parents, coming from our generation, were descendants of slavery. So you could imagine some of the things that their parents went through and their parents did to them and our parents did to us, all in the name of love, and giving you that stupid story about this is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. No, it's not. You ain't got these ropes on your back. And yeah, I see the little video they putting up with the light-skinned boy doing the zip ties and he's smiling, having a good time. You know how many times my mother took me to amusement parks when I was a child? And it turned around and beat me with an extension cord like a runaway slave? We don't know what these niggas been through. But the reality of it is, to actually be able to run somebody down and turn their TV off and go home to go to bed like nothing happened, you had to go through something in life. And then when you see the brother sitting in the courtroom, and as he's sitting in the courtroom, he's laughing. The whole time that they talking in the court, he does not care. He knows he's facing the death penalty, and he's laughing. That's pain. So this is the side where I feel sorry for the brothers because I know they've been through something. See, the flip side is that I use me for an example. I've been in jail for murder. I done turned niggas' TVs off. Whether y'all want to believe it or not, I've been there. My rap sheet don't lie. And the fact of the matter is, no matter how much I prayed to God to let me go, I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better. In the back of my mind, when I knew some of my friends like B.O., may he rest in peace, when he passed away, I knew I was coming home to get busy all over again. I knew it wasn't over. My brother / co-defendant back in jail for murder now. And see, the thing about it is, make a long story short, you let them niggas back in the streets right now, while they still got that anger, they gonna do it all over again. As days go by, they're going to look at that bed, look at that jail, look at that cell, and laugh about it like it never happened. I done seen dudes leave jail on a Friday night and be back in jail on a Monday night. And I'm looking at them like, yo, dogs, you just spent 3 years on Rikers Island with me and you didn't even make it home one weekend? Nope, right back in jail for another body. That's pain. Here's the reality of it. Until we can ease the pain, how could I ease the pain when I know you're coming back again? I need to know how. I know I can't sing, but that's one of my favorite songs. Until we can infiltrate those homes where the mother and fathers is passing down generational curses and breaking them kids, there's no program, there's no marching, there's no protesting that's going to change that. Until the OGs are man enough to go back outside into them streets and take them streets, it's safe to say it ain't safe outside. Get your kids out of the hood or become a victim of the hood. What, I got to put that in subtitles or something? Get your kids out of the hood before the hood bury them. It is what it is. Some of y'all don't like to have, y'all don't want to hear the truth. To raise your children in the hood and you have the means to get them out of that mess where they got to duck bullets and walk around different neighborhoods because it ain't safe for them to walk through them neighborhoods. And when them kids that come outside that ain't got nothing to live for and ain't got no love in their body, see your kid, we already know how the story ends. To raise your kids in the hood and you got the money to get them out is child abuse. Don't let that go over your head. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. Live life as if you on a run and stay dangerous at the same time. I'm out.